Hello dear Virgo, I will tell you today's horoscope for October 15th, 2025. A message of love, hope and fortune awaits you. I know that heaven's blessings come for you. And the message for you on this day is the following. Winning someone over isn't just about strategies, but also about being true to our feelings and always being attentive to the other person's needs, without pressure or reacting badly to things that don't seem right yet. Remember that there are other people around you and they all need you. Don't close the door on them. It's time to take that much-needed vacation to recharge your batteries and make a positive change in your life. Work presents good opportunities today, so you'll have a day where you'll feel appreciated. Important decisions are shaping your life. Possible professional trips will help you grow and advance. If you find yourself unemployed, consider changing cities, as you're feeling stuck and can begin to forge a new path elsewhere. You're in good company right now. Don't think you're alone, nor should you throw away the good things you have on a whim. If you think the people around you are pushing you aside, you may be right, but this is because you may not have had a very positive attitude toward them recently. Take the time to spend some time alone with the person you love. It will be a good day to hold hands again and be honest with each other. If you're single, this isn't a good time to start a new relationship. It's better to wait a while until you're okay with yourself and have found a way to balance your work with the time it takes to meet and date someone. Eat bananas, as you may be lacking potassium in your diet. You are holding something that doesn't belong to you. It's likely that the person who owns what you keep within your property will come to claim it today. Don't make a fuss about it and hand over what you owe. Don't let strangers in your life interfere in your personal affairs. It's time to let your inner self out and start making positive changes for your path. Don't let others constantly tell you what to do. You have to make your own decisions in every area, even in love. Don't pass up the opportunity to do something nice for someone today. You might be asked for help on the street or see someone in trouble. Try to help them however you can. Virgo has nothing to lose because they truly have many things that will drive them to success today. Once you have a clearer idea of the path, you can make choices that make you feel better and help you improve what's already going well. Only then will you have less stress for now. If you've only just met someone, then you should think carefully about what that person brings to your life. You're likely to find out something you don't like, and that will give you a new perspective. Doubts about love and the status of your current relationship, you have to keep your head quiet sometimes. This is an excellent time for learning and taking notes that will lead you to learn new things. It's a day for studying and seeking out new information about your work. Don't let the opportunity to learn more pass you by. Emotional problems could arise today. Evaluate your situation and whatever is happening in your life. You may not realize why you're feeling strange. Don't let other people blame you for things beyond your control. A family member will try to blame you for a rift within the group. Try to explain that you have nothing to do with this situation and call everyone to reason. A woman will tell you a secret about a long-standing friendship. You should tell that person what's happening and try to erase any rumors circulating about her. Love is difficult these days, especially for those who are single, but don't give up, because the person you're hoping to meet will soon appear. It could be the person you least expect, and you'll meet them in the place you least expect. Try taking relaxation classes or some type of Eastern meditation to help you relax. You're building up a lot of tension, and it's showing in your performance. You're losing your temper very quickly. Don't let this happen to you. Always remember to breathe, count to 10, and then respond to whoever is causing you problems. Acting out of anger will only bring you more problems, and it will be harder to get out of the situation if you let this happen. Regarding your studies, get back on track and put aside parties and nights out for a while. You're in a period where you should focus more on what will help you achieve your dreams. Love can't wait any longer, so if you're interested in someone in particular, stop putting off a date with that person. They might start to drift away from you. If you have a partner and think you're letting them down, apply this advice as well. Give them the attention they deserve. Don't see everything as gray in your life, as you have talents that you haven't yet recognized within you. If you're constantly thinking about a cycle of mistakes that you can't and won't be able to escape until you truly decide to do so, then don't complain. Remember that just by willing yourself to be well and doing everything possible to be problem-free, we won't truly understand what's coming into our lives. This is a very good plan you have in mind to win over the person of your dreams. Don't make the mistake of doing the opposite just because you're somehow afraid of starting something real with someone, a very common thing on your Virgo path, but it's no longer time for that. It's time to make more choices to be successful in love. Experimenting a little more at work can give you the good things you can achieve in life just by daring a little more to do new things or things you're not really used to doing. Trying new flavors with vegetables, whether raw or boiled, can do very good for your health. Learn about diets based on this. You have to learn to listen between the lines. Everyone has their pride, but your partner is someone who has plenty of it. They have a hard time telling you things, and especially asking for your help. That's why they're asking you in secret. This series of apparent demands they'll make today has that purpose, to ask for your help. Nothing should come before love. At least you don't. You can't conceive of a life without love. Therefore, it's essential that you overcome your pride and acknowledge the mistakes you made with your ex. They'll come back to you, and it's better if they find you with those issues resolved and with a willing heart. Today is a good day to invest in the care of your eyes. They become irritated, watery, and sometimes present minor discomfort. So a visit to a specialist and considering prescription glasses wouldn't hurt. Don't worry, you can be sure they'll be good for you. Today you'll face a tough decision. You must choose between a haircut or a period of limitations. You're not quite sure what to do. The stars recommend that whatever you decide, you try to do as little damage as possible. For example, avoid any layoffs. At work, some mistakes are expected that could be a bit costly. This doesn't mean you'll lose your job, but there will be repercussions, so pay more attention. You have the perfect personality to meet someone who's been watching you for a while. You've dazzled them with your unique personality, so it's not surprising that they feel they'll get along perfectly with you. This could very well be true. So don't pass up this opportunity to meet someone who might turn your world upside down without you even realizing it. Love is coming along well, but you need to do more to get the attention of the one you love. You need to make important decisions in your professional life today, as good things are happening and some opportunities have come your way that you hadn't considered before. Don't let these opportunities slip away without giving them a second thought. Finally, you could be in for some big surprises. You're probably going through a time where you think you're missing out on the good things happening in the world or around you. Aware that you live with other people, don't close yourself off to believing that you're the only one with problems or going through a difficult situation. Don't compare your problems with those of others, but try to find solutions and lend a hand to those who seem lost. Today is a day to share with those you love. If you're committed, let the person at your side know that you're there for them when they need you. At work, you won't have any major difficulties today. What is certain is that you'll have to pay close attention to what you're doing to avoid making mistakes that could lead you to having to do the entire task over again. Drink more water in the morning. It's good for your health. Someone has been searching for you to deliver a very important message from someone in your past. You may not be able to accept this message, as it will make you feel a little sad and bring back many memories you've been wanting to forget. But don't let this stop you. You must see the message. It will be important for you to do so. You have the possibility of having an opportunity in business today. Don't let this opportunity pass you by and start making plans about what you will do with what you will earn. Only then will you give it your all to make everything turn out as well as possible. This is a good time to start making changes in your way of being. You need a change. It's taking you a long time for people to ask you for answers. Right now, you need to see what you want and take a better look at what you can see. This isn't a good time to let go of the things you want to experience. Quite the opposite, Virgo. There's someone in your life who wants to get closer to you, but you haven't really seen them because your mind is elsewhere. You could get a big surprise from this person this week. A very good moment will happen at work today. You could have the joy of doing very well on a project you were working on, which will bring good things in the future. Important changes are coming at work in your leadership role. Remember to drink water in the morning and avoid heavy meals before going to bed. Tranquility for both body and soul is the recommendation for this day, as Virgo is in a time when it needs it. Important opportunities may be before your eyes, but you're not seeing them because you're preoccupied with other matters and have chosen to rest too much at times when you don't need to. You'll have to work twice as hard this day, as you didn't know how to correctly calculate the deadlines for a project that was pending for some time. An unscheduled trip could happen today. It won't be a pleasure, but rather an obligation imposed by others. Try to enjoy this situation as much as possible. A friend will give you advice regarding your health and recommend a treatment they've followed that has worked for them. Be careful with such a recommendation, as everyone's body is different, it may not be good for you. Possible hip and limb pain. If the pain persists, consult a specialist. Often, you may believe that those around you aren't doing things right, but sometimes you may be the one who has made a mistake. You're letting yourself be swayed by comments from people who aren't looking out for your best interests, but only share misinformation for the pleasure of seeing others fall. Don't listen to them or argue with them. If you're getting back together with your partner after a breakup, don't point out their mistakes constantly, it could drive you apart again. You urgently need advice. You can't solve the problem you may be having with just your own thoughts. Seek help from a friend or family member who you think can help. Beware of sudden migraines and headaches. If they persist after taking a painkiller, try to relax and stop dwelling on problems at night. Get a good night's sleep. If you hope to find a light at the end of a dark tunnel, perhaps a rough patch you're going through today, you have to do much more than just focus on success. Mistakes are also a key point to consider when you're making them repeatedly. To stay in a relationship that doesn't seem to have much to offer, you just have to decide what your heart wants. If today you're faced with a person who doesn't want to be by your side or who seems overly negative, then you have to start letting go of the apathy with which you face life. Their response will be driven by that. To be successful at work, you don't need to constantly say that everything will be fine and go through life declaring success. This is somewhat misunderstood by people because they've heard it somewhere. You just need to accept the good and bad parts with pleasure. Ginger and honey go hand in hand. Not only will they clear your throat, but they're also a good source of energy. Today's astral rhythm, intermediate sexual energy level, cosmic dynamics, the sense of compassion that is enveloping you with the direct Venus transit. Dangerous tendency, believing that everyone else is wrong except you, that you should avoid imposing values and a lack of humility. Relationship prediction. Today you are in very good astral harmony with Virgo, Capricorn and Taurus, as well as with Pisces and Scorpio. The most tense relationship. Be careful in your relationships with Aries and Aquarius. Your compatibility is very good with water signs, such as Cancer and Pisces, and also with Virgo and Taurus. Your special lucky number for today is 74. Be sure to use it, as well as your lucky color, which today is black. The universal number is 5. In numerology, totals are reduced to a single digit. Below, your auspicious hours in matters of love, money, and business are given according to Eastern European Standard Time, and you should adjust them to your national time zone: 5:40 a.m., 8:30 a.m., 4:20 p.m., and 9:25 p.m. The lucky numbers for Virgo are 12, 18, 24, and 35. A good time for Virgo today. You're letting go of a recent heartbreak, so it's time to start celebrating your new mood. Don't miss this today. Call some friends and do something informal at home. You could have a great time with them. There are important things you need to decide today, and the day will be favorable for those who use their brainpower to make the best decision. Love looks good for those in a relationship. You're in a good period in your life, but be careful, you can't just stay there. Although you're going through a good time and think you've achieved your goals, always keep in mind that they don't end there. In love, be patient with your partner's mood swings. For those waiting for love, this advice also applies. Those born under the sign of Virgo are selective people who always try to protect themselves. This often leads them to repress certain feelings or actions that could have very positive consequences in their lives. Don't make this mistake. If you feel you need to express something important to someone who has caught your interest, don't be afraid of being rejected. If you wait too long, you could miss a great opportunity. Don't be afraid of what you don't know, because if life is pushing you to take action on these things, you must take the leap and stop feeling like you're going to fail. Taking the risk is already a success in itself. A couple's love is at a point where they can talk about anything, so if you feel you need to express annoyance, don't be afraid to express it. A person who is very interested in you wants to tell you something important. Don't let the opportunity to communicate with you pass them by today. You have a lot of ideas in your head, but probably the best thing that has crossed your mind recently is going back to school or taking a course to improve some professional area that's been lacking. Do it without hesitation. It will be very good for your progress at work. You've only recently met someone and can't get them out of your head. Don't let the opportunity to spend time with that person pass you by. It's not good to always think about the possibility that your plans with someone in particular might fall through. You're entering a good phase of life with this person who has captivated all your attention. Don't waste time and start giving them the full attention they deserve. If Virgo wants to put things in order right now, they just need to put a little trust in the work they're doing. But when everything you want can't align with what you're experiencing, things move forward from a more thoughtful and much calmer perspective, Virgo. Be careful with temptations in your relationship. If you love the person at your side, you won't want to hurt them. Think carefully about the steps you're taking and who you're making friends with. For that reason alone, you need to pay more attention to everything that's happening right now, Virgo. It's not yet time to move to a new city or take a different job. It's better to play it safe and maintain what you've achieved for a while longer. Risks are good, but there are times and times to take them. Today isn't that time. You have the opportunity to meet new people, but you're not taking advantage of it. Make sure that after going through this tired time in your life, the desire to go out comes back. You're coming out of a very bad time in your life, so congratulations on that. The feeling of emptiness you were experiencing begins to disappear, and it's time to start living again. If you feel in any way tied to a past relationship, it's time to let it go, because you should prioritize your happiness, not that of the person who left. A woman you know well will want to introduce you to one of her friends, because she thinks you might get along. You have nothing to lose by accepting and trying this method. It could be a joy or a disaster. The important thing is to take the risk. If you've known someone for a while, it's time to accept what they're proposing. Start a relationship that will be very satisfying and will help you deal with your past situation. You never know what might come next. Dare to take action again. If you receive orders from someone who doesn't hold a higher position than you in your workplace, don't accept it, no matter how much experience they have, as they may be taking advantage of your goodwill. Start practicing tolerance during the day, as it could further improve your work, school, and romantic relationships. If you're in a relationship, try cooking something delicious to wait for the person you love. You'll have a lovely evening, just the two of you. A hug, a word of encouragement, or support always comes in handy when someone you love is feeling down. Today is the time to offer it. You'll realize for yourself. Other people's habits sometimes seem strange to us. This is very common, and if you let someone know too much about their behavior, whether it's from the way they eat to the things they say, that bothers you, you could end up losing someone you love. Your creative side has a lot to say today. You'll need to be a little more daring to show the things inside you, which can not only provide you with a good financial outlet but can also be a great incentive to keep everything running smoothly in your daily life. Loves from the past have taught us many things in life, but that doesn't mean you'll bring them back to the present all the time. Remember that love should always be lived well, otherwise, it will put too many obstacles in your way that you don't really need to envision a beautiful path with someone special. If you want things to turn out for the best, you'll have to give your natural self a little more space so that you can speak with all your senses in the workplace. It's time to make further improvements to your overall health. If you have the opportunity to take a meditation or soul healing course, do so. And this was the horoscope of the day for you. Consider subscribing if you liked it. I hope this reading has helped and brightened your day. Blessings.